everybody. How y'all doing out there today? Welcome again into this Boozin kitchen. I'm Shelia Edwards and I'm ready to get something going with you. I hope your day has peaked, or if it hasn't, I hope it's on its way to peaking. Well, we're gonna do something a little fun in this kitchen today. Over the Memorial Day weekend, I saw people grilling, I saw a lot of seafood going on, and that piqued my interest. Look, piqued my interest. So I said, you know what? I feel like I want a little seafood myself. So today, in this Boozin kitchen, we're going to make a seafood pasta. Yes, we're gonna get over on that stove, we're gonna get our fettuccine going. I keep looking this way, I don't know if someone has gotten on me about that already. But we're gonna get our fettuccine going, and then we're gonna get our cheese sauce going with the seafood in it. We're gonna put it on that fettuccine, and we're gonna be eating in no time flat. Okay, y'all, meet me over there on the stove as we get everything together. And remember, a key to this particular dish is prep. So what I'm doing here is I'm prepping my ingredients for this seafood pasta. I'm finishing grating up, this is 8 ounces of pepper jack cheese. This is what I'm using right here. This pepper jack cheese right here. It's 8 ounces, okay? So I finished grating that. See, it's all beautifully grated. And I have my other ingredients over here that I've already gotten ready. Now let me tell you, the hardest part of this particular dish is prepping. So I usually try to do my prepping the night before or early the morning of, so when it comes to cooking it at dinner time, it won't seem like such a chore. So here I have my bell peppers ready, you can see, and I'm using the tricolor, or what we call the stoplight colors, the green, red, and yellow beautiful peppers. I have mine, and this is one whole bell pepper, just using 3 colors. I have my onions ready, and this is one small onion, a white onion, and it comes to about a little less than a cup full. And I have my green onions ready also, and this comes to about a little less than a cup full. So this is just enough for our seafood pasta. Now, to save myself some prep time, I purchased my garlic already minced, as you can see. And any way you can cut the corners on your prep time, do so. As this right here, I did this myself because I wanted 3 colors, but you can just use 1 bell pepper. It can be red, yellow, green, orange, whatever color you want. And to save myself a little bit more prep time, I purchased my Parmesan cheese already shaved, so it'll be ready for my seafood dish. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get over the pot. We're gonna get our linguine going, and then we're gonna be over the skillet getting our pasta sauce ready to go into the linguine. So let's get over on the stove, okay? Okay, our fettuccine has been boiling for about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. And I kept saying linguine, and I apologize for that, but we're using fettuccine today. But let me tell you, with this recipe, you can use linguine or fettuccine. So if you hear me saying linguine, that's because I cooked it with this particular dish before. So this fettuccine is ready to go, and I'm using I'm using a 16-ounce box of fettuccine. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain this fettuccine, and then we'll get over on that side of the stove and get our sauce, our seafood sauce ready to go into this fettuccine. Okay, so I've melted a stick of butter in my pan. Now I'm just going to add my vegetables, and this is my 1 bell pepper, and you see those beautiful colors? That's what I wanted, but like I told you, you can choose to use just 1 bell pepper with 1 color if that's what you want. I'm adding all of my vegetables at the same time. So that's my bell pepper, here's my onion, And here are my green onions. Okay. And I'm adding, this is my minced garlic here, and I'm going to use about, well, not about, I'm using roughly 2 teaspoons of garlic. And I'm going to get this going and let this cook down till my vegetables have softened in this butter, and that's going to be about 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes, and I have my eye on medium. Okay, our vegetables have softened in this butter, and to that I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of this right here. This is Cajun seasoning. I'm adding 3 teaspoons. Okay. And now I want to add my cream of mushroom soup, and I'm using 10.5 ounces of cream of mushroom. I'm gonna get that in there. Alright, and you know I try to get everything out of there. Okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix this together just a little bit here and turn this down. Oop, did I bump the camera there? Okay. So. Mix that, get that to go on a little bit there. Now, I want to go ahead and add heavy whipping cream. Now I'm going to use, this is a cup, a little more than a cup, about 1.33 cups here. I'm going to add a little bit at a time because I want it to kind of come together there slowly. So there I poured in probably about almost a cup of it so far. Yeah, it's coming together beautifully. All right. Now I want to add my booze. This is a 1/2 cup here of white wine, and I'm just using I don't even know, it's probably some kind of Moscato or something of white wine. I just wanted a white wine in here because I know it pairs well with this dish. And so any bottle of white wine you have in the refrigerator or need to go get, it doesn't need to be the expensive bottle, just a bottle of white wine. Okay, so we got that 1/2 cup of white wine in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my 8 ounces of cheese that I grated up over there. Okay, and now this is about 1/2 cup of Parmesan that's already shredded that I'm adding in there also. Let me get this stirred up a little bit. Yeah, it's getting cheesy in there. So I'm gonna let that go until it melts down just a little bit. Everything start coming together. Our cheese has melted pretty good. Okay, now what I want to do is add a little bit of this crushed red pepper here. You see that? I hope so. I'm going to add a little bit of that. And just kind of eyeballing it in my hand. You don't want to put much of this in there because I don't want it to be too spicy. So if you can see what's in my hand here, just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than that. Yep, about that. Now, what I want to add to this is a little bit more of my heavy cream, which is that other 1/3 cup there. Now I need to get my shrimp in there. So these shrimp are already cooked. Cooked, deveined, cleaned, all of that. And I'm now adding this right, and that's a pound of shrimp. Sorry, a pound of shrimp. And right here, I have, this is 12 ounces of crawfish meat, or crawfish tail mainly. And this goes in there now. Okay? And I'm going to stir this up a little bit. And this, I only want to cook for about 3 minutes because everything in here is already done. But this is just to help it all come together. About 3 minutes here. And then we'll be adding this to the pasta, or to the fettuccine. So now the sauce goes into the linguine, or the fettuccine. I know I told you I keep using those names the same. But you know what I mean. Okay, so now we're gonna toss that together. Get it all in there. And you know when you making pasta, it takes a couple of minutes for all those seasonings to sink into that pasta. And you notice when I was cooking this fettuccine, I did not put any salt in it because the sauce with all the cheese and everything, it carries enough salt. But if you feel you need it, wait until everything comes together. And then if you need it, you go ahead and add it to there. You know, don't bring nothing to your body that you don't necessarily have to have in there. Okay? So yes. So this is it. And we're gonna let this sit for a minute till all those tastes mingle and become good friends and super, 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 super good. And that's our seafood pasta. Okay, y'all. So we got it all done. Now it was a little bit of labor intensive at the front end of it, getting all the peppers and onions and everything all chopped up, but we got it all done, grated our cheese, everything. So by the time it came time to actually cook the dish at dinner time, it was just a matter of putting everything in the skillet like we needed to and get everything all melded together there. And don't forget, when you finish cooking this dish, let the pasta and the sauce sit in the skillet covered, but just after you turn the eye off, of course. Let it sit there for a while because it takes that pasta a little time to get all of that goodness in it. So then after about 10 minutes or so, go ahead, dig your fork in there and enjoy the fruit of your labor. So I'm getting ready to enjoy this right here. But before I do, y'all know I gotta ask you, please show me some love by liking my videos, and then I need you to share them and then subscribe. And I greatly, greatly appreciate you. I'll see you next time in this Boozin Food Kitchen. Right now I'm about to go and get into this, okay? Let me make sure I get a shrimp on there. Yes. Mm.